just last week, and then just this week, it was announced Google and then Microsoft was they are now going to start enforcing the requirement for DMARC with SPF, with DKIM. You need all three of those to make sure you're very secure when you're sending emails, and they're authorized and they go out. So a lot of companies that are using these email carriers now are going to see things like, I think that's probably what your ticket is. Why did this email not go out? Why is it delayed? Why am I not seeing my marketing stuff go out properly? Well, it's probably because of this new enforcement that's going down. So this will just increase. It's not going to happen overnight, but it's definitely going to increase as they take their time to find out who is and who isn't using the protocols properly to authenticate emails to go out so that they land in your and everybody else's box legitimately. It's not a spam. It's not a phishing attack, and that you can trust every email that enters your inbox.
So, kind of hitting on that a little bit further. If a company has properly set up this information, they really should run into very little problem, correct? At this stage, it's not like this is something brand new, something that's going to require configuration. But of course, there might be some folks that are legacy, that did not have that set up. I assume this is where the problem's going to need to be rectified.
Right. So this is a pretty big space in the sense of vendors offering out a solution that would solve or partially solve the problem. The big thing is, and MSPs, as we know, is time, right? It's great to have all these products, but it's how long is it going to take me to deploy? How long is this going to take me to set up? How long is it going to take me to get my clients on board? So one thing with Valley Mail is the configuration is extremely and super easy automated. So that speeds up the process anywhere from 60 days or less to get your protocols in play and it's set up. So this is a key, right? Is get that protection set up quickly, making sure that the company's emails are going out. If it's marketing information or marketing emails that are going out, you want those to hit the inbox. The more that don't, the less opportunity for increased in ROI on those email sends. And there's numbers out there. They're, I think everybody knows that they're pretty small to get somebody to open an email and then get a click and they get a response. So proper emails going out with proper identification, BIMI for another example. This allows it's authenticating that email is coming from a legit sender. And then that will increase your open, people reading your emails. It's that simple.
If you go by some of the numbers that I've seen out there, like 3%, is what the ultimate rate is.
Exactly.
If 50% aren't hitting the box, then you've got to do twice as much effort just to get out, get the same level of messaging out. And of course, there's always the risk of blacklisting there too. So,
correct.
Maybe you could talk a little bit about how blacklisting gets avoided, because this is where it's a mystery to me, right? We'll hear our marketing groups go, hey, we need to get other domains, but you also want to have people be able to kind of find you. And a lot of times they'll look at the domain name and go, okay, I want to go check out that site now. So maybe you could share a little bit of that magic art that goes on there, or at least, how you guys help prevent blacklisting your email addresses.
Right. So the easiest start is our free product, Monitor. It's that simple. It's actually called Monitor. It's a free product you can grab off of actually Pax8 is our disty partner that you can go in and grab it there. I think most MSPs do have an account there. But the beauty of that product itself is when you're using it. By the way, it's 7 simple steps that are outlined in the back end of the product to get you started or get you going. It will actually identify all your emails and email systems that you're using that are failing DMARC. So you see them. You literally see them right there. You got green, you got yellow, and you got red. Those red ones are the ones you need to correct. So using that monitor only will give you the insight to what do I need to change? How do I change it? How do I get these email systems or these sending email systems to come into the green side, right? And that's what we're going to help with. And then obviously that takes information for their client to go, hey, I now have a report for you. Here's where your issues are. These are the ones that aren't going out. We need to get you up here to do the SPF, the DMARC, and the DKIM to correct all those things. And those email protocols or email sends will move over to the green. It's that simple.